A stone woman had a dream. Woke up in the morning. What did she attain? Hey everybody, it's Jason here. How's everybody doing in this moment? I'm heading off to a new place. Haven't been there before. Lately, I'm not sure where I'm going. When I wake up, I'm not sure if I'm going to the grocery store, going on a hike, or doing an errand, a chore. But today, going on a little hike, I hope. I just have a couple of announcements. I guess first would be we had a really good turnout for the Kendra and Jason live stream. It went better than I thought it would. Everybody was pretty easy on me, which was great. But also, you know, I think because all of you, most of you are, you know, part of the community and very sincere, and yeah, it was engaging and very warm, very good feeling. If you haven't seen that, I do have a recording of that live stream. You can check it out down in the description. In other news, I'm starting a new YouTube series. Some of you already know about this, but it's going to be I'm not sure what I'm going to title it yet, but I'm going to be interviewing and chatting with other Buddhist and Zen teachers, hopefully, if they agree to meet me. So, and I'm trying to really think of the theme for this live stream. It's not going to be me promoting teachers or promoting Buddhism or Zen. I think it's going to be just talking to different teachers, and some of them may be, how should we say, orthodox, and some will be not non-orthodox. That's the right word. Just to see kind of like how people are teaching Zen these days. You know, we've all read books about Zen and Buddhism and previous teachers, or we may know famous Buddhist teachers like Thich Nhat Hanh or the Dalai Lama, but just capturing other teachers' style and how they're teaching Zen. And yeah, we'll see. It'll be interesting. I'm kind of making that clear. As many of you know, I just kind of try something and see how it goes and then adjust from there. So our first guest will be Hyon. Some of you know Hyon. He is a Buddhist or Zen monk who lives in Germany. He used to teach in the Quantum School of Zen. He has a famous book out. I'll give you all those details later, but he has agreed to meet with me and chat. So I don't remember the date right now. I'll put it down in the description. I believe it's March 6th, which is a Sunday, and that's going to be 10 a.m. Pacific time. I'm pretty sure that's the date, March 6th. So I'll get that information up and going. In other news, I really actually forgot about this. Some people might think it's an important event. My daughter reminded me of this morning as she was eating breakfast. This Saturday, so this video is coming out on Friday, so that would be tomorrow. Saturday is my birthday, and it will be my 50th birthday. I guess that's a big deal. I haven't really thought about it very much, and this doesn't come by a decision per se. You know, I sat so many long retreats, the Providence Zen Center and a couple in Korea. These are the 3-month, 90-day retreats. And my birthday would always fall during that retreat, right? February 19th. So a lot of the times in Kilche, I didn't even know when my birthday was, or I was focusing on doing my kitchen master job, or if I was the head Dharma teacher or doing other things. And there's not really any parties or things like that. So I just kind of in my mind don't think about it so much, but it's happening. It's this Saturday. So what I want to know from you all is, what are you going to give me for my birthday gift? And I don't want any physical things. So let me know in the comments, what are you going to give me for my birthday that I will enjoy. All right, so that's your challenge for the day. I'm gonna head off, and I'll see you soon when we get there. I have no idea where I'm going. I just entered this street and it has a lot of mansions around here. I feel out of place. But we're just gonna follow the directions and see where it takes us. So here we are, Villa Montalvo County Park. I think I'm saying that right. There's the map. I'm not sure where we're going. There's something that's called the Love Temple. What the heck is the Love Temple? I might have to check that out. All right, let's go. All right, so I have no idea where I'm going, but I thought this was interesting. This would be a cool Zen center, or at least meditation hall. Let's see what's inside. We have some, it used to be, it looks like bamboo chimes. What's in this? A bunch of junk. I do like the outside look of it though. It's pretty cool. All right, you're gonna have to check this out. This is kind of interesting. What is this? That's a lot of birdhouses, and yet not one bird in them. All right, well, I need to get on some trails. Mountain lions. Well, hopefully we won't see one of those. Here, you leave your worries. This beautiful moment. What does that mean? You're here, awake and alive. How could that be? Sky is blue. Trees are green. The sun is shining. The sound of Buddha. Your mind quiets. That's pretty interesting, right? Like you hear this chainsaw sound. Some people might go, oh, I'm trying to look for a quiet meditation and it's so loud. But actually, our mind makes quiet and our mind makes noisy. So some people might find that sound distracting. But as we teach in meditation instruction is, you don't hear the sound, you are the sound. So if we become the sound, then that is true quiet mind. Doesn't have loud, doesn't have quiet. It's just the truth. Maybe this is the love temple? Yeah, why not? The theater of emptiness. Now that is my kind of play. The stone woman had a dream. Woke up in the morning. What did she attain? They look very thirsty. Very thirsty. So this is a real bonus. I didn't even know there was a garden here. Yeah, it's good to be out again, out in nature, in sunny California as usual. Just back over there, I talked about the stone girl. So many of you attended my Zen Koan Workshop. It was a good turnout, and we talked about kind of the history of koans and how they organically appeared, how they were being used as a teaching tool, how they were used in the past, and how they are used now, and also how we can use koans in everyday life. We also talked about different types of koans. So this kind of stone girl style is this freedom style. Anyways, if you haven't seen the recording of that, anybody who's supporting on Patreon gets access to that video, and you can see that link down below to sign up for that. After the workshop, I met with, some of you know Tom, and he talked about the workshop and how he enjoyed it, and there was a lot of information and what we covered. But he said that something that wasn't talked about is how do you practice with the koan? And I've actually gotten this question in the last few weeks a few times. So I thought I'd talk about that today. I believe in the workshop we talked about how koans help us return to this don't know mind, or to this enlightened nature, and how we can kind of manifest our wisdom in each moment of our lives so we can be helpful. When a teacher gives you a koan, how do you actually practice with it? Because we give very clear instruction for sitting meditation. So we all know that sitting meditation means how to keep your mind clear right now in this moment, while you're driving, while you're eating, while you're walking, while you're talking, while you're sitting. But for the sitting meditation, we give very clear instructions, like how to hold your posture, how to keep your hands, what to do with your breath, what to do with your eyes, how to keep your mind. So when a teacher gives you a koan, it's very important to learn how to practice with it. I've heard of people really attaching to the koan, right? Putting all their energy into a koan. In fact, I've heard some students like missing their bus stop or missing their exit because they're just thinking about the koan. But behind the koan is always, what is this? So the way we teach it is, don't forget about the koan, but also don't attach to it. Right? Just naturally let it come up into your life. So sometimes during sitting meditation, the koan appears. So when a koan appears, just look at it with the open, curious, and clear mind. What is that? If the koan becomes clear, then yeah, come go see a teacher about that. But if it's not clear, just return to don't know. So this can happen. The koan can appear while you're talking to somebody, while you're watching TV, while you're eating. Right? Behind it is always, what is this? What's happening right now? I think that's a really important point. There's a story, I believe it's in Dropping Ashes on the Buddha by Zen Master Sung Song. It could be in the Compass of Zen. I'm not quite sure what. But it talked about kind of the direction of how to practice with the koan. And the story was about a mother. And she had a son. And the son was drafted into the army and had to go to war. So he had to go to another country. So every day, the mother was wondering about the son. But it wasn't attachment. It was just a question that allowed her to be clear in the things that she was doing in her life. So I heard when she was in the gardening, she would think, how is my son? Using that kind of mind that's open and curious to help us become alive and clear in the moment. Then sometimes when she was gathering with friends, the question appeared, wonder how is my son, right? And she used that question to help her connect to her friends and be there in that moment. This happened when she was cooking, while she was cleaning. All of her activities behind this question is, what is this? And really that's how we practice with the koan, because the point of the koan is not to test somebody, or it's not a word game. It's not to drive you crazy, even though sometimes it can seem that way. It's to really allow us to use the koan to help us keep this mind. What is this? If you practice with me or other teachers in the quantum school of Zen, you'll notice that if a koan becomes clear, you get another one. And if that koan becomes clear, you get another one. And that never ends. Even on your deathbed, you have a koan. What is this? What's happening right now? In the workshop I talked about, in the old days, maybe you only got one koan. You saw your teacher, you took it out into your practicing place, and your whole life, only this question. The 10,000 dharmas return to the one. Where does the one return to? You just kept that question. And sometimes it became clear and you go see the teacher and maybe you get Inca or transmission, something like that. And some students would die with this koan. So the way we work with koans is to keep a don't know mind. Because I notice what happens if a koan becomes clear, some people start to get an idea like, oh, maybe my practice is working, or maybe I got enlightenment. Right? This kind of thinking. But that just leads us down to the path of ignorance and delusion again. So that's why we work with many different kinds of koans. So again, if you're working with the koan, use it to return to don't know. Don't try to figure it out. It doesn't really mean anything. Most important is making this moment clear. And when you can perceive the clarity of the moment, how do you respond in a way that's clear and helpful? And really, that's the whole point of koan practice. Anyways, I hope that was helpful. Let me know in the comments what you think about that, and I will see you all very soon.